and Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatina Jihah binti Ahmad Faisal. Today, I will start the presentation with the introduction on our topic. First, what is haze? It is a weather phenomenon caused by fine particles such as dust, smoke, and pollutants that is suspended in the air that reduce the visibility. Next is the transboundary haze. It occurs when haze pollution spreads from one country to neighboring country through the wind movement. It is also caused by forest fires and open burning activities, mostly in Indonesia. The consequences of transboundary haze. In Southeast Asia, countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Thailand are often affected by transboundary haze caused by forest fires and open burning activities in Indonesia. Smoke from these activities combines with the local air pollution and is carried across borders. It affects the air quality, public health, and the environment itself.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Muhammad bin Wan Muhammad. Today, this slide is about hazard pollution in Malaysia. Hazard happen almost every year, especially during the dry season. Most of the hazard come from forest fire in Sumatra and Kalimantan, Indonesia. This situation become worse during El Nino season because the weather is hotter and dry. The states that are most affected are Selangor, Johor, and Sarawak. Malaysia also recorded the serious cases hazard pollution in 2015 and 2019. The air quality become unhealthy and affected people's daily life and health. Recently, hazard pollution were also recorded in 2024 and 2025, showing that this problem is still happen until now. Hazard pollution is a serious issue that affect environment, human health, and economy. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
My name is Nur Fatin Ashira and I will continue the presentation. So, I will explain about the haze pollution issue in Singapore. Singapore often experiences pollution caused by forest fires in Sumatra, Indonesia. The smoke is carried by the wind to Singapore and it is affecting air quality and also the public health in Singapore. Okay, first, during severe haze crisis, the PSI stands for Pollutant Standards Index, has reached hazardous levels. In 2013, Singapore recorded a PSI reading of 401, which was the highest in the country's history. This level was considered extremely dangerous and unhealthy for the people. Second, the PSI exceeded 300 for several days. Any PSI level above 300 is categorized as hazardous, meaning outdoor activities become unsafe, especially for children, elderly, and also people with the breathing problems.
So for the next part is Thailand haze pollution. Thailand faces a serious and recurring air quality crisis, haze pollution that returns almost every single year. The haze comes from two main sources, which is domestic burning within Thailand itself and transboundary smoke drifting in from neighboring Myanmar and Laos. This makes it a regional problem and not just a local one. Most affected area comes from northern Thailand, cities like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and Mae Hong Son. The geography makes it even worse. Pollution gets physically trapped in the valleys, causing it to accumulate rather than disperse. Other than that, severe cases, when conditions peak, PM2.5 levels reach a hazardous threshold. Schools has been forced to close, outdoor activities restricted, and as recently as 2026, forests were shut down entirely to reduce the risk of further fire spreading. Other than that, this isn't a one-off event. It happens almost every year, particularly during the dry season between January and April, driven by crop burning and forest fires across the region. For the last part, according to Greenpeace Southeast Asia, without coordinated regional action, this cycle will keep repeating, a growing cost to public health.
Okay, now I will explain the contributing factors of haze pollution in Malaysia and also Singapore. First, for Malaysia, one of the biggest contributing factors is transboundary haze from Indonesia. This happens when forest and peatland fires in Sumatra and Kalimantan produce thick smoke, and the wind carries the haze into Malaysia. As a result, Malaysia often experiences poor air quality, especially during the dry season. This haze can reduce visibility, affect transportation, and also cause health problems such as coughing, asthma, breathing difficulties, and also eye irritation. The situation becomes worse because peatland fires are difficult to extinguish and can continue burning underground for long periods. Okay, another important factor in Malaysia is open burning. Some farmers and land developers burn forests or agricultural land to clear the areas quickly because it is cheaper and also faster compared to the other methods. However, this process releases a huge amount of smoke and harmful gases into the atmosphere. In some rural areas, open burning is still practiced to dispose of waste and to prepare land for agriculture. Next, for Singapore, vehicle emissions are one of the major causes of haze pollution. Singapore is a highly developed and urbanized country with many cars, buses, and motorcycles on the roads every day. Even though Singapore has a very strong public transport system, heavy traffic in urban areas still produce pollutants such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. These emissions can affect human health and contribute to global warming. Okay, another major factor in Singapore is peatland and forest fires from neighboring countries. Singapore does not have large forest, but it is heavily affected by Transboundary haze because of its location near to Indonesia. When peatlands burn, they release thick smoke particles into the air, and these particles can travel across the borders. This caused the severe haze crisis in 2013, when Singapore recorded one of the highest PSI readings in their history. During that period, outdoor activities became unsafe, schools reduced outdoor programs, and many people wear masks to protect their health every day.
Contributing factor in Thailand. Agricultural burning is one of the main contributors to transboundary haze in Thailand, especially in the northern regions such as Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. Farmers often use slash and burn technique to clear agricultural land after harvesting because it is faster and cheaper compared to mechanical clearing methods. The smoke produced contain harmful pollutants such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and fine particulate matter which is PM2.5. These tiny particles can travel long distance through one current and spread across borders. Also, with economic pressure and lack of affordable alternative, make it difficult for farmers to stop relying on open burning practice. Regional governance and enforcement. Assume the principle of non-interference, meaning member countries cannot directly interfere in another country's domestic affairs. As a result, regional authorities have limited power to enforce strict action against countries or companies be responsible for open burning. Different countries also have varying environmental laws, monitoring system, and enforcement capacity, making coordination difficult because haze pollution across national borders. Weak governance and enforcement in one country can still affect neighboring countries and the wider Southeast Asia region.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Afifah Adani binti Muhammad Zamri. So now I will continue the presentation with the environmental, social and also economic impact of the transboundary haze pollution in Malaysia. When the haze hits Malaysia, which is our country, and the level of pollution can reach from the moderate to the high level. It leads to the immediate school closure measure and also bring a massive public concern towards the worker safety, especially at the factories sector. Environmentally, the drop of the air quality has bring the negative impacts towards our ecosystem and also the biodiversity. And while pollution settles into the river and also to the soil. Economically, factory face temporary shutdown, so it has led to the loss to the business and also bring the negative impacts on the investor confidence. Now let's we look at the Singapore. Even though the level pollution is tightly monitored using the PSI index and was controlled by strict policies, Singapore also faced some impact like other countries. For example, socially, they also face health problems like asthma, coughing, and disrupting the outdoor activities. From environmentally, it degrades the urban airspace and also increase the indirect cost of running air filtration system. However, economically, Singapore's strict policies has led to reduce their loss towards his business, to help them maintain their business reputation. And now let's we look at Thailand. Thailand faces a higher severity level, combination from the transboundary haze pollution and domestic haze pollution like crop burning, leading to a dangerous spike in particulate matters 2.5 level, especially in the northern region. Socially, low income level in construction and manufacturing are the most vulnerable. Environmentally, large-scale forest and peatland fire has destroyed the natural habitat at the forest and released a massive carbon emission. Economically, it significantly has increased the government burden to spend more on the healthcare service. To conclude, like we see at the comparison matrix, while Malaysia and Singapore mainly suffered from the transboundary haze pollution, Thailand faced the combination of the transboundary haze pollution and also the domestic pollution. In terms of severity, Singapore keep it at the moderate level, while Malaysia can reach from the moderate to high level, while Thailand face the high severity. That's all from me. Thank you. Then I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Muhammad Iman bin Wan Muhammad Amin. Today I will present to you recommendation for Malaysia. First, Malaysia should enhance regional operation within ASEAN country. Hazard problem is not national issue, it is regional problem. A strong diplomatic action and joining firefighting effort can help to reduce open burning and forest fire more efficiently. Second, public health protection must be strong. Government should provide face masks and health advisory and encourage people to reduce outdoor activities. Public awareness is important and help society about danger of hazard. Lastly, Malaysia should promote sustainable agriculture practice such as zero burning technique. This can help reduce environmental pollution while ensuring long-term sustainability. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Recommendation for Singapore: ban deforestation-related products such as palm oil and logs for entering their market. In contrast, Singapore does not have automatic import restriction based on pollution record and relies more on laws such as the Transboundary Haze Pollution Act 2014, which emphasizes illegal action after the incident occurs. To be sold in or exported from the market, this product must meet the following three conditions. First, products are deforestation-free. Second, products are produced in compliance with the relevant laws of the country or origin. Third, products are covered by a due diligence statement showing that the company has checked the origin. The regulation is designed to prevent consumer demand from driving further forest loss or damage, while also reducing the region's contribution to greenhouse gas emission and local biodiversity deadline.
Recommendation for Thailand. The first recommendation is making an airshed-based governance, which provides special tasking for air quality protection in specific areas, like Mekong Airshed Authority, making it with legally binding powers, and then coordinate the burning moratoriums and harmonize emission standards all across Thailand, Myanmar, and Laos. The second recommendation is an agriculture technology integration, which means that it have an adaptable microbial biodecomposer that could help to break down complex organic waste into simpler, nutrient-rich substances like compost, and biomass pelletizing units that helps farmers earn income for energy resources. Next is the third recommendation, which is haze-free supply chains, which mandate blockchain-based traceability for northern Thai crops and making a new labeling, which is PM 2.5 free with premium pricing for verified, no open burning products.
So for the conclusion, to bring everything together, Thailand, Singapore and Malaysia all share the same sky and they all bear the consequences of transboundary haze pollution. This is not a problem any one country can solve alone. A cleaner future depends on genuine collective effort. The government must enforce stricter burning bans and hold polluters accountable. Industries need to move away from slash and burn practices, and individuals have a role in demanding and supporting change. Only when all three work together, we will see real progress. At the same time, we need to look forward, investing in research and renewable technologies, like alternative land clearing methods, cleaner agricultural tools, and better air monitoring system. This will help shape a truly sustainable path ahead. Innovation is not just an option, it's a necessity. And despite how serious this issue is, there is still reason for hope. Humanity can solve hard problems before. Our creativity and resilience, when properly directed, have the power to restore balance, not just for Thailand, Singapore and Malaysia, but for the entire region. The haze does not have to be our future. The question is simple. Are we willing to act? That's all for us. Thank you.